Hey guys, my name's Sam and I'm gonna be reviewing today. Little nervous. But I'm gonna be reviewing Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. And if you haven't read the Infernal Device series, stop. Pause the video, because this series, is just a give up your firstborn kind of read. Because you learn about Will Harrington. I love Will Harrington. But aside from that, if you haven't read the series, go read them now. You're missing out. Shoot yourself in the foot because you haven't read it yet. Go out, fight all the ducks, and buy the book. But if you have, and if you did read, in fact, Clockwork Princess, you're probably just as devastated as I am. It was so sad. So sad. Why would you write that? Why would you write that, Cassandra Clare? What did you do to me? I literally was crawling around the house like a sad little thing on my belly. And my mom walked in, and besides the fact that I have a psychological appointment on Wednesday, not psycho, not your mom. This book was amazing. Out of this world amazing. Cassandra Clare has this way of writing that she just sucks you into her plotline immediately and you can't put it down, which I really enjoy about her. That's what a good writer does. And she does it excellently. Excellently. Whatever. Point being that you start off the book with, I'm not going to tell you the first chapter because it does kind of ruin it for you guys. I'm going to try to keep it spoiler free, but if you haven't read the book, don't watch this because I'm probably going to fuck up somewhere. Can you say fuck on YouTube? Now you can. Okay, so this book just completely shits inside your heart. You see little Will and little Jem, and they're, doing their shadow hunter thing, fighting it out, whatever. And Will's fighting in this little plaything, and Charlotte introduces him to Jem. And Will, shame on you, Will Harrington, because Will says to Jem's like, let me be a partner. Let me be your partner. I can train you. And he goes, ha! I would never be a partner with somebody who's about to croak. What? But, Will, you're like missing out on like half of the series because that's the point. You and Jem are one. Intertwined. Point being that after that little chapter, you kind of see why Jem and Will get along so well, because Jem doesn't put up with any Will's crap, which is very much appreciated by Will, because I guess you always need someone to kick you in the ass, and that's Jem for him. But I'm gonna give you my very short summary about what I think this book was. It picked up kind of after Jessamine. For me, the beginning was a little slow. I'm gonna be honest. It was a little hard to get into. I was kind of a little muddled about it. I was like, I thought it was gonna be good, but I did not think it was gonna be as good as what she wrote. After, spoiler, pause if you haven't read it. But if you have, spoiler, not really a spoiler anymore. Well, after Jessamine dies, call her Jess because I cannot for the life of me say her name. After she dies, everything just action, romance, death, brotherhood, romance. Magnus Bane walks in on something Magnus Bane probably enjoyed walking in on. And baby Harrington. It was so exciting because, where do I start? Will and Tessa's relationship was not a focal point of the Clockwork Princess, which I think was so important in this series because it didn't focus on the love triangle. It wasn't just about Will and Tessa. No, it was about Cecily. It was about Sophie. It was about Charlotte. It was about the Clave. It was about finding evil in unexpected places. Didn't see that coming either. It was this beautifully written novel about all these things that tied together with TMI so well, so amazingly well. Everything is explained. The necklace, the glaive, the rules, Tessa, Will. How does Alec look like Will? Why does Jace act like Will? That one's pretty obvious. But why does Isabel have the necklace? You find everything out. Who made the portal? Who made the portal? When they told me who made the portal, I was like, this is amazing. I can't even deal. I can't. I couldn't. I didn't. That's why I'm here writing. Vlogging to you guys. So, point being, I'm gonna more or less, in my own words, tell you how I felt about this. And here it goes. It was so sad. It was so sad. How does somebody... Why was it so sad? How can I tell you this? How do you get everything you could ever hope for from a book and still feel so pathetically depressed? How? I'll tell you how. Read Clockwork Princess. No other way around it. The epilogue just killed me. Like, stab, stab, stab. It was so sad. It was beautiful. It was epic. It was everything you could ever hope for from Will and Tessa. Yet I was bawling. Cradle position. Like this. For hours and hours on end. It's not over yet. I'm still on the inside. I'm dead. But the way that Cassandra Clare presented their relationship and the way that you see that Tessa was truly in love with both Jem and Will was amazing. And the epilogue just killed me. If you're a Wessa shipper, Tumblr fans know what I'm talking about. If you're a Wessa shipper, this book is gonna kill you. This epilogue, be prepared. Have blankets, have Rocky Road, and have a blankie like this one, because it's not over. And Wessa happens. Wessa happens. I was surprised it did. I honestly thought that, you know, Jem and Will were gonna die and she was just gonna be alone for forever and ever. I was so smart. Ooh, I'm so smart. I beat Cassandra Clare. I forget. No. I was so wrong about this book. I was surprised. Honestly, I was just amazed that somebody could do what she did with that book. She gave the fans everything they could ever ask for. She gave us Will and Jem. Not one, no, two. Two. It was amazing. It was phenomenal. It was incredible. It was heart-wrenching. It was throwing any adjective you ever thought of. And that was Clockwork Princess. It's just, if you guys haven't read it yet, if my review, or not even a review, this is more like a ranting. Out of 10 stars, this was definitely like an 11, which I did not think was going to happen. I'm actually very harsh on book reviews, and my ratings are 1 through 10, and that doesn't really happen ever. But this book was just that good. This goes into the top 5 books, which I didn't think I was going to say about this. It was a huge thing for me, but I did not think that it was going to go into my top 5 books, and it most certainly did. Bravo. Because this book is going to wrench your heart out. Be prepared. Be prepared. Alright, so that's all I have to say about this book. Wessa feels all over the place. Jem, Cecily, Sophie, I fell in love with all of them all over again. And I want to thank you, Cassandra Clare, from the bottom of my heart, because I didn't think that was going to happen. But it did. It was great. It was sad. And my rant is over. Comment below if you guys want to tell me what you thought about it. Did you hate it? Did you like it? Did you want to kill every duck in the world for Will Herondale? I kind of did. But, you know, subscribe, comment, message me about your cats. I listen. And I can't wait to give you guys my review on the next book. Later.